Hey everybody, this is JJ, and I am really excited to do a real quick tabletop review on this Air Force Airguns pellet rifle. And it is it is the coolest air rifle and the most devastating air rifle that I've ever seen. They have designed and geared this air rifle towards survivalists, preppers, or somebody who has the bug out mindset that they want to kind of go off grid and have a weapon that will require very little maintenance, that will last forever, and that you can carry a ton of ammunition with, and that you don't need to reload, you know, standard gunpowder cartridges and all that kind of stuff, but you'll still be able to hunt for the food that you need, probably up to, you know, I think you could take a deer down with this thing, to be honest with you guys. This is a 25 caliber air rifle. It shoots 43 grain lead pellets, and, you know, a typical 22 long rifle, I think's what is it, 35 grains or something along those lines. So it's even heavier and bigger diameter, and it'll shoot it up to 1,300 feet per second, which is pretty amazing. Now it's variable because it depends on the weight of the pellet and the power setting that you have it set on. You can change the power setting down from 800 all the way up to 1,300. So let's just take a quick look at this thing. I mean, it's built, it really is built to last. We'll go ahead and do a weight on it first. Now this has the scope and the scope mount and everything else on it. So the weight on this is about 5.8 pounds. So it's pretty light, considering the fact that you're going to get a long-term wilderness survival rifle that is going to be able to take down most any small game, and, you know, probably turkeys and maybe even deer if you've really got it, you know, sighted in very well to where you could either take headshots or, you know, heart shots. I would probably start with small deer if it were me. You might be able to make a double lung shot on like a small, you know, yearling doe or something along those lines. It's definitely not going to take anything too huge. Would it kill a person? Absolutely. Yeah, sure would. You could use it for defense. It's not going to be a super tactical type rifle because it is a single shot. Let me just kind of show you that real quick. This is basically the chamber right here. You put one pellet right in there and then pull that back, stick it to the side, and you're ready to go. Now that will automatically set the safety, and then you have to push the safety forward, then you can pull the trigger. So, pretty cool, pretty easy to use. Like I said, you've got an adjustable power setting here. Then you've got the spin lock canister on the back here. Now they've made the canister intentionally a little bit smaller, and the reason for that is because it comes with a hand pump. Okay, now this is pretty cool because that means that, you know, there's 85 pellets in here, or 83, excuse me, and that's tiny, you know what I mean? So you could grab 10 of these for the weight of what, you know, maybe 522s will be or whatever, or like a 500 pack of 22, and have almost 1,000 rounds on you, you know, and in the space of just a couple of stacks of those containers. And then if you add the air pump to it, and the rifle, and then you're set. You could be independently out there long term with just that setup for hunting, you know, small game or possibly large game. Now, a couple of thoughts on this. Are you going to be able to carry this in your pack, or are you going to be willing to carry this in your pack? That is a good question. This can come off. You can take the bottom plate off of here. You can take the top plate off of there, so it could pack down into a pack a little bit easier. I guess let me see if I can figure out if I can get a weight on the pump as well, real quick. I think it's a little bit. I think it would be a little bit difficult to take both of these in a pack personally. Here, let me just stand it up. So you're looking at 6.9 pounds, so 7 pounds for that. So 7 and roughly 6. You're looking at 13 pounds total. So that's a little more than your standard typical rifle when you combine both of them. But you've got something where, you know, you've got a pretty long supply. So I think it would be up to you. You just have to see if it would be something that you'd want to carry. But if you had a vehicle and you were going to take a vehicle to your bug out location, or if you had a bug out location and you wanted to stock the bug out location with this rifle, that would be awesome. You know, if you wanted to cache it or something along those lines, that would be a perfect scenario for this kind of thing, because it's kind of built for off-grid mentality. You know, now if you don't subscribe to that mentality and you subscribe to the bug-in method, it still could work. You could obviously put it in your home and have plenty of pellets, and you could even have a couple of extra tanks. Or I also have, it comes with, I believe, the adapter, so that if you have a larger tank, then you can pressurize it from the tank in your house or at your bug out location, for example, and you can just pressurize it right from a big canister down into your weaponized canister, you know, the one you're going to use on your weapon. So that's pretty cool. So there's a ton of really cool things about this that you can do. You know, a little bit more about this. You've got a rail down here. It's a smaller rail, and you know, probably one that I'm not real big into the professional air rifle community, but I'm assuming that these are standard size rails for accessories that are typically found on like the more professional grade air rifles. I'm not 100% sure on that though. It may be proprietary. So you've got a rail here. You could add laser or light or anything like that, and then you've got the other rail up here. Now this will also come off here. This will separate this top rail here, and then there's a secondary rail right here that's a little bit lower. So if you wanted to change, you know, the height or whatever, if you wanted to go with an open sight mechanism, you could do that. You know, you could slide this scope off and replace it with another one, whatever the case may be. Now, okay, guys. So the barrel on this thing, get a quick measurement on that, is about 24 inches. So you've got a nice long barrel that's going to really help improve the accuracy, and your overall length is about 38.5 inches. So good full-size weapon. Again, we do have an adjustable length of pull. And you know, one of the other cool things about this is air rifles will probably never be regulated or banned or anything like that. So there's always the risk of other types of weapons, you know, being banned. Of course, nobody would ever want that to happen or really try to let it happen, but there's certainly the risk there with the politicians we have in office these days. But air rifles probably never ever make any of those lists. So that's a good thing. So it's adjustable length of pull because you can loosen this on the tank and slide it here. I guess it would be cool if it was standard Picatinny rail. That would be probably an additional bonus or whatever, you know, as far as the width for accessories and that kind of thing. I've only fired this once, and it was in my backyard, and it is loud. and they have a quieter version. They have an SS version that has some that tries to quiet it down a little bit, because it's probably every bit as loud as a 22 long rifle, or maybe even louder. I'm not sure. You know, you're looking at 3,000 psi coming out of the tank here, and I mean that bullet is moving at 1,300 feet per second. It's an Air Force scope, and it's a 4x16 by 50. Pretty impressive scope. You've got the adjustable turrets here. You got the magnification adjustment here. You know, looks pretty heavy duty and looks like a decent quality. It's a mil-dot reticle. And one of the other downsides, like I said, is the 25 caliber. They do have it in 22 caliber also. You know, may not be as common as, say, a 177 caliber, but you have so much increased lethality with a larger pellet like this. I think it's absolutely worth it, and just buy a bunch of these and have them on hand. You know, like I said, 83 of them in here. You know, no big deal. You can throw a few of those in your pack and you're set. Overall, as far as the construction goes, I'm very impressed with how heavy duty it is. I really think that it's built to last. The barrels are made by Lothar Walther, so you're getting a you know, premium barrel there. And the thing that I like about it the most is that it's really simple controls. You know, you cock it, you put it in, you're good to go. Take it off safe and you fire. Boom. Cock it again, you're ready to go. It's real easy. You got plenty of cutout here, so it's easy to load the pellet in. You can load the tank. Let me turn this thing over so you can see the other side. This is a quick adapter so that you can load it without having to take the tank off. You can charge it up with air, and then you've got the gauge over here. And the gauge is heavy duty. It's not a little plastic chintzy thing. I mean, the whole thing is really, you know, very heavy duty. I mean, there's nothing cheap, or it doesn't feel like a kid's air rifle. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is completely an adult rifle. I mean, it's not really a toy at all. This is meant to be something that's going to kill small game and keep you and your family fed if you were in that kind of situation. So that is pretty much it right now. I will probably do at least 2 or 3 more videos on this thing. I'm very excited to get it out and see what sort of accuracy I'm going to get at range, you know, out at 50 meters or even 100 meters, maybe beyond, I don't know. I'm really curious to see how that's going to do. I'm also toying with the idea of seeing what like a little red dot type scope or optic would do on here for like close range, like rabbit and squirrel and that kind of thing. So I've got a couple of different things I want to do with this, and you know, look forward to those videos because I think they're going to be, you know, a lot of fun for sure. So anyway, guys, that is a real quick look at the Air Force Airguns Escape air rifle. Like I said, more to come. Keep an eye out for that. As always, I definitely appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And don't forget to live the 6 Ps. Prior preparation prevents poor performance. Stay safe, guys. Hey guys, thanks for sticking with me. If you've got some time, go ahead and check out one of these 2 videos down here. I think you'll probably enjoy them. Also, while you're here, be sure to go ahead and add me on Google, Facebook, and Twitter. I do a lot of additional stuff on social media, put up a lot of pictures of reviews and videos to come, things like that. And don't forget to subscribe. Put out about 3 videos a week, and I try to mix it up. A little bit of wilderness survival, a little bit of gear reviews, and a little bit of disaster preparedness. Thanks again, guys. See you soon.